Everybody, welcome back to the Red Sea Gaming YouTube channel, here with the third episode of our Arizona Cardinals 2003 to 2025 franchise. So in the last episode, we went up against the Houston Texans, got torched, and they beat the crap out of us. And so I was thinking, over the past couple of days, that we would do a trade for a good defensive player. And I went over a lot of the people that were available, and I'm not going to lie, I heavily considered Brian Urlacher, because if you point out the fact that they just drafted a middle linebacker, and he's got hidden dev, and he's 72 overall, and he's got the tag future starter, and also the fact that Brian Urlacher is on a contract year, he's probably going to make a lot of money this offseason, I felt like it made a lot of sense. However, I'm not willing to give up all that for him, so instead, we're going to be trading for Ed Hartwell, who is just a decent middle linebacker. However, he's got 85 speed, he's got 87 acceleration. I am going to up his change of direction to about an 80, just because I think 72 is just a little ridiculous for linebackers in my opinion. So I'm going to up that to an 80, and that's about all I'm going to change with him. But yeah, so I want to trade for Ed Hartwell, because I think he works the best for us right now. And we desperately need a linebacker, so I'm going to be giving up a, we don't have our second round pick. I totally forgot about that. Well, I'm just offering them my fifth, so hopefully he takes this offer. I had a feeling they wouldn't. Do we have anything? No, I'll just cut until I have a good trade with them. Okay, and we have a deal. We're giving them our 5th round pick this year. We're giving them Jones, a 58 overall left outside linebacker, and Arnold Jackson, our 3rd string wide receiver, a 66 overall. I looked at their receiving core, and yeah, they actually do need him. He'll instantly be their wide receiver too. Crazy, huh? But yeah, welcome to the team, Hartwell. You're going to be a pretty good fit for us, I feel. Let me go ahead and put you in on the depth chart. That's probably going to be our user over the middle. Ed Hartwell. Alright, so let me see. Ed Hartwell will officially be our starter. I'm going to go ahead and up his change of direction to an 80. And let's get into the action against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And here we are at Jacksonville's home field. We got the classic uniforms and all that going. Alright. Let's get right into the action, shall we? Looks like we'll be doing kickoff. I hate doing kickoff. Skadoosh. Alright. Good tackle. Alright, let's get out on the field. And just because I do not know this roster, we're going to take a look at the Jaguars roster. They have Mark Brunell at quarterback with David Garrard at backup. Fred Taylor, that's going to be fun. They have Jimmy Smith, Kevin Curtis at wide receiver. So they don't have the best offense. They have a solid offensive line, however. Defensive line looks pretty okay. The pass rushers look pretty good. Their cornerback room is young and talented. Safeties, strong safety's okay. Free safety's a mess. Alright, let's go ahead and get this done. What the? Okay, I need to adjust. That was a really bad play for me. I'm not sure what happened there, but slightly embarrassed. Why is Lassiter out here? Oh my god, Troy Polamalu with an interception! Number 43! The rookie strong safety is in for the pick 6. Troy Polamalu. I told you, this was going to be a deadly duo. Troy Polamalu and Adrian Wilson as a safety duo is just going to be unstoppable. Every team is going to be afraid to throw that deep ball. Look at that play. Damn. That was beautiful. Welcome back to defense, everybody. Hartwell's over here. I don't know why I'm covering two people. But so be it. He's faster than both my other linebackers, and who had it playing at sub, and he still feels slow to me. I'm so used to using really fast people for this. Rolly with the tackle. That was a good pickup. Why are we using man coverage here? What just happened, dude? Alright, enough with the hit sticks. No more hit sticks until we have a better, competent defense. Because obviously if I mess up once, we're screwed because the rest of my players suck. So until I have a competent defense, I can't do that. Good to know. Alright, kick return. Carson Palmer is about to be on defense for the first time. Offense. Why did I say defense? We're about to see Carson Palmer's offense for the first time in this game. Alright, Carson Palmer's making his way out onto the field. He's 29 of 45 in his debut, had 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 336 yards. Let's get this going, shall we? We'll do a handoff to start things off here. That was Jones with a first down run. 18 yards on his first rushing attempt. It's about like a 3 or 4 yard catch for Jones. Thomas Jones, the running back, caught that for a first down. Good work. Everyone else is covered pretty well. Had to check that down. Bolden caught. It's about 9 yards. He had 9 receptions, 96 yards, and 2 touchdowns last week in the win. I'm sorry, in the loss. And why I thought I won for a second there. Alright, here we go. My favorite play in Madden. And Jones, incomplete. That was somewhat sad and disappointing. Alright, hopefully I can make a play here. Bolden caught, first down. Asamoah has three tackles already. That's pretty impressive. Thomas Jones picks up 3. Bolden dropped the football in the end zone. That was not cool, dude. You should have got that. He absolutely should have got that pass. Alright, here we go. Bolden is in for a touchdown. That's his 3rd on the year. His 3rd touchdown in 2 games. Good job, Bolden. Alright, we're back on defense, everybody. We're going aggressive this time around. Back in cover 3. Hartwell is over here. And that is a throwaway. 2nd and 10. Hartwell. Thompson with a tackle. It's a 2-yard pickup. Come on, Hartwell, you got this. Make a play. Fourth and 1. Are they going to go for it? No, they'll punt. Good job. Good defense. Good defense. That's our first stop of the series, I think, so far. The hell is Eason? I have no idea who that is, but he's building our punt, so. Alright, here we are. Here we are. 3-yard pickup from David Boston. David Boston caught, 1st down. Good play. Thought that was going to be picked, to be honest. And sack, that's my fault. Daft with the sack. Bad choice. Thinking. Bolden caught that. 4th and 4. I think we're actually going to go for this. We're close enough to where I don't feel too bad if our drive stops here. Boston caught that for a 1st down, baby. Let's go. That's some good work. And that is the end of the 1st quarter. Let's get right into the 2nd. All right, come on. Let's do this. Hand off to Thomas. 3-yard pickup. Possibly a bad spot. That's a 2-yard pickup. Right. It's 3rd and 5. Bolden caught, 1st down. He's got 58 yards and a touchdown on the day. Rookie's putting in the work. Gotta respect that. Hand off to Thomas. 7 yards on the play. Good work, good work. Hand off again to Thomas. And that'll be a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. And that is a 1st down. Good job, Thomas. A nice screenplay. Realizing Thomas quite a bit on this drive. David Boston is in for a touchdown. Good job. Back on defense, ladies and gentlemen. Good work. Only 3-yard pickup. That Hartwell got back there pretty fast. Throwing away. 3rd and 7. Why don't you just take the sack, you jerk? My guys would very much appreciate a sack. Incomplete. Good work forcing that ball out of his hands. Hartwell definitely making his presence known. Easton, whoever you are. All right. All right. Handoff. Jones with 2 yards on the play. Sorry. All right. Boston caught down the sideline. Good work. Intercepted. Oh no. Come on, Thomas. Come on, Thomas. Tackled at the 16. They have great field position. It's 21-7. I got a little too greedy. Rolling with a tackle. It's a 3-yard pickup. Shouldn't have went for that hit stick. Oh, that's my fault, dude. If I reacted faster than that, I could have got a pick there. And here we are, back on offense. Bush dropped the football. It was an easy completion. Oh, what he was thinking there. Oh, thank God. I regretted that as soon as I threw that. I was like, that's not good. Yeah. Moore dropped the football off his first target. Not a good first start from that young man. And here we are. And that's a sack. Who got there? Number 94. I don't know our numbers yet. Marcus Bell. Nice. Good work. And sacked again. I think that might be Michael Young. No, who is that? Who is that? That's Robert Mathis. Is that his first career sack? I think it might be. 3rd and 28. And they stopped Fred Taylor. And that'll be a punt. 42 seconds left. Depending on how good this punt is. I mean, a lot. Eason. All right, we're starting at the 49 with 30 seconds left. I think we can make that work and try and score before the half. Right after Thomas. 9-yard pickup. Golden. Caught. First down, out of bounds. Let's go. Throw away. 14 seconds left. Almost got sacked big time there. Incomplete, 9 seconds left. That is not what I meant to do. Incomplete. We'll take the field goal. Crap. I keep forgetting to change the thing to the old one. I hate the new kicking system. I think it's retarded. Short. Defend short pass. I wanted to take a shot there, to be honest. I decided not to. Should listen to my gut more, maybe. I don't think Moore is fast enough for this. Alright, so what do we got? Tight end wide open. Great move. Big play. That would have been picked off if I went the way I was going with that. I changed that last second. Changed that thing's trajectory. There we go. Thomas with a nice first down run. Bolden is in for a touchdown. That's 4 touchdowns in 2 games for the rookie wide receiver. I can't believe he made that throw and he made that catch. Wow. That was, let's see a replay of that. Right over, and he caught that. Wow. Alright. Back on offense. I'm sorry, defense. Don't know why I keep doing that. Should have known that would happen. That other guy on the other side was covered. Hit as he throws, 2nd and 10. Nice. 3rd and 6. And a failure on whoever was covering him big time. I'm not very happy about it. Good coverage from Adrian Wilson. Back. I want another sack. Let's get this bad boy. Good job. Back. Let's run that back one more time. I enjoy rushing at him like that. Hartwell almost got a sack. Hartwell is in for the sack. Let's go. He has definitely made his presence known after being traded to Arizona. He was being overshadowed by, well, let's be real, one of the best linebackers of all time. But we get him over here to Arizona where he's like our best player pretty much on defense besides their safeties. And, well, he's going to perform pretty well, I think. We start on the 2. We start on the 2-yard line. On the 2, bro. Damn it. I'm gonna go this way, I think. And that's a safety. I should not have done that. What is wrong with me? God damn it. Alright, so that didn't go well. Hartwell, nice tackle, 3rd and inches. Hartwell failed to tackle. Gotta bring Fred Taylor down, guys. Come on. I get it, he's amazing, but I can't afford him to just be knocking us around like that. That was a fail on coverage from Hartwell. I guess his coverage skills might not be good, and I checked that to be honest, but he's still an upgrade over everyone else we had at linebacker, so I'll take it even if his coverage skills are terrible. And that guy tricked me out. All right. Only a 2-yard pickup. I was really hoping that was a pass, especially considering I got right through that. Wide open, and that's a touchdown for Jacksonville. Damn it. Well, here we are, back on offense. Hand off to Jones, 3 yards. I knew Jones would not be able to carry this team like other running backs could, but he'll be pretty decent for us for a little while, I think. Jones, down the field, caught on the wheel route! And that's a touchdown for Arizona! Thomas Jones! Maybe we'll keep you around even after we get our franchise running back. You can be a great receiving back, maybe. Because you have been very effective in the past today. We had him get by on that wheel route, and then he's off to the races for that touchdown. Unbelievable. And here we are, back on defense. Trying to stop this Jacksonville offense. Nice, 1-yard pickup. Damn, and sacked. Who got that one? 98? Is that the same guy from earlier? Yep, that's Mathis. Okay. 98 Mathis. Got it. Mathis with 2 sacks. That's pretty damn good. Tempted to try as sack him again. But I'm going to go with the more... Alright, stop them. 4th and 5. 3 seconds left. And that is the end of the third quarter. Oh, it's the beginning of the fourth quarter, and they are punting the football. It's 35-23. We're doing very, very good. I'm very impressed with how this defense has performed. I get it, they're at 23. It's not like some impressive feat or whatever. But considering what they did last week, I'm very impressed. We're making a lot more plays. And we're making sure that, you know, we're hitting the quarterback and stuff this time around. So I'm liking the way we're looking. Thomas Jones with a first down run. He has been pretty damn good. I still don't feel like he's a franchise running back. But he is very, very solid. And he is definitely going to be our running back for a while. Jones with a 9-yard catch. Bolden caught. First down. Let's go. Let's go. Do 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 do. Thomas Jones dropped the football after I just said you could be a receiving back. Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that? Embarrass me. Jones could only get 1 yard. Couldn't outmaneuver that guy, which is not a good sign either, to be honest. Moore's first game as a starter. Well, he gets a touchdown. Good job, Moore. You got open when I needed it the most. Congratulations. Back on defense, it's 42-23. Michael Young with a tackle. That's a 2-yard pickup. Michael Young hasn't really made his presence known in this one. That might be expecting a little too much of him, though. Should have covered him. Starks to the tackle. Roley with a tackle after a first down. All right. We're not having a great performance on defense, but it's definitely an improvement over last week. I thought that was going the other way around. I thought that was going to be a pick. A little sad. Nice hit for Roley. Damn. Palamalu saved the touchdown. I thought that was a pick for a second. Well, that sucks. And welcome back. Thomas Jones with the catch. Palmer has had a very, very good game today, which will be good for his development. Thomas Jones with a nice maneuver for a first down run. He's got 80 yards rushing on 14 rushes today. That's pretty good. Not to mention how he's been very effective through the air. Thomas Jones with a nice move. 8 yards on the play. Sorry. All right. Back to Thomas. That's a first down. Trying to run up the clock. All right, and that is the 2-minute warning. We only got 2 minutes left in this game. Trying to run it out. This will be our first win with Carson Palmer and Anquan Bolden, so that's pretty good, I think. Thomas Jones gets a first down. Nice move. Oh, they do not like me doing that, huh? Hey, if he gets a touchdown because y'all call the timeout, y'all the ones that are stupid. Two-yard run. Calling another timeout. I think they might be stupid. Here's Jones, and he's in for a touchdown. That touchdown might not have happened if he was just run out the clock. The score would not have gotten worse if he just run out the clock. All right, here we are, family. Welcome, welcome. You guys are my family. Yes, yes. Drop the football. I'm not sure if Barrett did anything there. And sacked. Who is 55? I am not sure. Yeah, that's 4th and 15. Oh, Roley with an interception. Nice. Roley with an interception. Unbelievable. Defense has performed so much better than it did last week. Awesome. Now all we gotta do is run out this clock. So, this game went very, very well. Obviously, we can still do better on defense, but with the talent I have on defense, I'm surprised we're doing this good. It's definitely a huge night and day improvement since we got Hartwell in that trade. And there we go, our first win of the year. We're now 1-1. We beat the Jaguars 49-30. Both the games that we had back-to-back were high-scoring games. Let's go ahead and get into stats, shall we? Let's compare quarterbacks. Carson Palmer, 21 of 33, 365 yards, 63% completion rating. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Amazing day. 20-29 for Mark Brunell with 183 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 picks. Not great. Whoops. Thomas Jones had 117 yards off 19 carries, 6.1 average, and 1 touchdown. Fred Taylor had 86 yards and touchdown. If they had handed it off to Fred Taylor more, I think they might have won this game. 5 yards for Brunell, 29 yards for Dan Alexander. Through the air, Jaguars threw 24 yards on touchdown for Fred Taylor, 5 yards for Damon Gibson and a touchdown, and 23 yards and a touchdown for George Wrightster. Now, for the Cardinals, Anquan Bolden had 117 yards and 2 touchdowns, 103 yards and a touchdown for Thomas Jones, 88 yards and a touchdown for David Boston. It looks like David Boston actually got hurt, which is not good. Freddie Jones had 46 yards and 11 yards for Herman Moore and a touchdown. Let me see here. Sacks. We had a sack from Robert. Robert Mathis had 2 sacks. I'm pretty sure he had 2 sacks. I think this is wrong. But it's only classifying it as 1. I guess maybe it's classifying it as a TFL. I don't know. 1 sack for Marcus Bell, 1 sack for Thompson, 1 sack for Ed Hartwell. Ed Hartwell had 6 tackles, 1 TFL, 1 sack, and 1 pass deflection. He was very well known on his first day here as a Cardinal. Samari Roley with an interception. Troy Polamalu with a pick 6 for 61 yards, 4 tackles. It was very, very good in this game. So yeah, that's how we performed. Let's head out of here, shall we? What a game. What a game. Robert Mathis has an upgrade point. We're going to upgrade it to Speed Rusher. Alright, now we're going to take a look at something else real quick because I just realized that he is not a scheme fit there, and that might be why he hasn't been as effective. So let me see something real quick. By the way, our defense looks so much better just seeing Ed Hartwell here. It looks so much better. What are you? You're a run stopper. So what we should be doing is making... we need to change this scheme, I think. Let's see a 3-4 under. Let me see what this looks like. So run stopper over there. Power rusher here. So that does not make him a scheme fit. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the best fit for us. Should we run a 4-3? Disguise 3-4. Let's take a look at this. This is power rusher. Over here is not run stopper, so what's this? Power rusher. Okay. Sorry. I'll be back when I have our scheme ready to go. So I think I put us under a 3-4 storm. And it's got like a 54% match, but to be honest, I much prefer it. I'm going to bring Barrett up one just because he's a scheme fit. But yeah, I also moved Robert Mathis over to left end because I realized that we have someone on the right side to hit the quarterback, and we didn't have anyone. We had 2 people on the right to hit the quarterback with no one on the left. So on the left, the quarterback could easily escape, or the running back could probably get through there pretty easily. So I'm moving him over to the left side to hopefully help us out a little bit. I'm hoping that will help. But yeah, Ed Hartwell. I like Ed Hartwell quite a bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and... oh, we have an injury. Let's take a look at this. Yep, dislocated ankle. David Boston will be out for 4 weeks. That's a pretty big hit, considering he was like our only decent other receiver. Herman Moore is going to have a bigger... well, Herman Moore is definitely going to be a lot more involved next week. Thomas Jones, definitely want him for the next couple of years. That seems like a good deal. Alright, he'll be back. Reinach Thompson. I know this seems like a weird signing, but he has very good depth, even if he does not turn out to be great. He is great depth to have on that defense. I'm not interested in like bringing back like anyone else. Obviously, I would actually accept that option. That's a 6-year. Yeah, I would accept that, but I can't yet, so. Let's check free agency. See if there's anyone available. Not for quarterback, for wide receiver. I don't see anyone of interest. Lance Lenore. I feel like I've heard of him. Anyone here that I know of? Anyone here that should have a higher rating than he should have? I don't think so. I've never heard of any of these people. Which is bad for us because if I'd found someone that was supposed to be a lot better than to have in here, I would have signed him and fixed him. Damn. Well, that sucks. Tight end available? Nope. Alright. Any linebackers available? Nope. Alright. Well, that sucks, but we're going to go ahead and leave this episode off here. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to slap the like button and subscribe. Make sure to click that notification bell and turn notifications on so you're notified every time I make an Arizona Cardinals upload. Thank you so much for the support on the first 2 episodes. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next episode. I am out. Peace, guys.